Attention all sheeple. I've got something to say about the world I see around me every goddamn day. I've got a message that I want to drive deep in your head so that maybe you'll think instead of believing everything you're fed. Since we were young, we've been told what to do, what to buy, what to want, what to say. I know, it's true. We're told that we live in the land of the free. Is that true though? Really? Please, tell me. There's so much wrong with our government. It's ran by pure evil. We live in a land where even nature's illegal. Corporations run everything. Tell us that happiness comes from what you own. Technology, houses, cars, and bling. Yes, even your home. The American dream that you can't afford, so you take out a loan. No time to be bored. The interest is too high. Despite what you make in your bills, if you fail to pay, they'll take it in the blink of an eye. Building credit is like climbing a bunch of muddy hills. It takes forever to climb, but one slip will drop you back down to the bottom. That is a fucking problem. They control what you eat, what you think, hear, and see. They push pills down your throat that make you sick as can be. Don't worry, they got your best interest at the end of the day. At least so says the FDA. But these pills make you worse than you were in the first place, so they give you another and another until one day you look up at the TV to see an urgent announcement. A drug you took years ago rots your brain. You're due for a settlement, but now you're insane, so you spend your money on counseling trying desperately to regain a piece of what you were before you were maimed. They say you're depressed, so take this and don't ask why. Then the label says it causes depression and suicide? It won't happen to me. That's what we all think. It's easy to believe that you'd never reach that brink. But then you're sitting there in a room all alone, your only company a razor to cut down to the bone. Pretty soon that room's gonna stink as it's covered in red, from your sink to your walls across the floor to your bed. You change your mind halfway through, but it's too late. You and death have already scheduled your date. You already did the deed. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop the bleed. Yeah, this may be sad, but at least it's not a lie. They find you laying there and wonder what happened. They observe your life and report back to their captain. You're labeled as broken. It's nobody's fault. That's the word that they've spoken and your file is locked in a vault. Is that really true, though? The drug was approved by those we trust. You're told you can't live normal without it, so it becomes a must. But then after you're gone, they don't even care. You're dead, so you can't tell others and cause any scare. That's murder, yet they're still there, even today, doing the same thing with others without the morals to save. We were wrong. Don't take that. That drug that we made, it'll kill you if continues, prescribed every day. No, they laugh as they bathe in the money they make and pin big tobacco as a go for their escape. With no repercussions, they do it again and again. This is mass murder. It's absolute sin. Let's move on to the food that we need to survive. GMOs, steroids, and pesticides. Do I need to say more? We all know that it's there. Our government has shown that it doesn't even care, and we eat it anyways because it's so cheap, so we figure we can bear, but this slope is so steep. The poor can't afford organic, so we buy what we can, poisoning our bodies with their very own hands. So we drink some water trying to clean out our systems. Yet more poison for the innocent victims. Fluoride, chlorine, poisons galore, making life hell straight from your home to your local store. They distract us with garbage that seems so important and blind us so that we'll give them even more endorsement. Spore and tobacco? It's only a ruse. They at least give a warning of what happens when you use, yet they're demonized by those who hide their poisons. With smiles on their faces, they offer their potions. They distract us with entertainment, sports, television, phones, and game systems. Just look up at the world around you. Take your eyes off your screen. See the evil that surrounds you. It's okay if you scream. It's scary and easy to hide from. It's natural to want to look back down to talk with your thumbs. But we still have time. Things need to change. Just listen to my rhyme, even if it's a little strange. They wish to take our guns now. That is a law we cannot cater. If we do, you will bow down to a newborn dictator. Our nation becomes the empire. Our leader becomes Vader. Our guns are the force and of course the lightsaber. They'll eliminate all those who can use until all that's left is those who abuse. We'll have waited too long to make our move, for they'll have already completed their coup. They have this idea that it'll be fun when they knock on our doors to come take our guns. To that I only have one thing to say. Come, bring it. Let's see. For on this day I promise you Sound Ninjas TTG. Some may hear this and think that I'm crazy. I say that they've successfully made your mind lazy. Your mind can only expand as far as the walls you put around it. Tear them down, and your mind becomes unbounded. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. This may be hard to believe, but I'm just a realist. Now try to perceive. I look around and see what surrounds me. They want you to look forward. They want to control what you see. You shouldn't express your word. You should just let it be. These monsters look at us like we're cattle. We're given drugs and poisons to make us easier to control. Born property before we can shake our first rattle. They get what they can until we're 6 feet in a hole, and so they've killed us without any sort of battle. I have a feeling that my poem may need be expounded, for many will think that my thoughts are ungrounded. Please, share your opinions, for that's exactly what I want. I'm not looking for minions, but people with rational thought. I want people to ask why. Don't let others limit you. Reach for the sky and do what you want to do. If my logic is wrong, then explain it to me. If your reasoning sound, then surely I'll see, but if it is not, I will speak my mind. Even if tempers get hot, I refuse to be blind. Now, I'm going to finish with a reiteration. It needs to be said again. Any sort of gun ban is the beginning of an abomination, and it's time that we take a stand for our nation, our freedom, for this land that we love, that all cultures can fit in like a reversible glove. Whether you want to be dumb or open your mind to wisdom, to accept life as a bum or to strive for a kingdom, that is your choice. It's your right as a human. So is your voice, at least I'm assuming. Many of us are too scared to speak out loud. We're scared of retaliation, no longer the land of the proud. We've lost our free speech in this crumbling nation because of the laws that we have allowed. What a horrible sensation. Ideally, we wish to live by the dove, peace, harmony, and love. But when push comes to shove, you must fight to protect all of the above. Basically, just don't allow yourself to be ruled by a king. Now, this poem has been long, so let's take a breather. But before you go, just remember one thing. When you give up your freedom for security, you deserve neither.